What was that? That's a little too rough. You're getting a little too rough there. I'm Zach George. I train dogs, and this is my new dog, Inertia. I'm taking you along as I train her from day one. You can start from the beginning or pick up anywhere and start learning. Welcome to the dog training experience. Today, Inertia will go to puppy class, encounter explosives, learn a couple of tricks, and we'll do some training around water. For those of you who are following along with Inertia's journey with your own puppy, I think you would also benefit from my 100% free digital dog training course, 30-Day Perfect Pup. This series that you're watching right now with Inertia is going on indefinitely, but 30-Day Perfect Pup is an awesome online crash course. I designed that course with Pupford to be a comprehensive guide to all of the foundational skills that you'll need to train your dog for a lifetime. You'll get daily emails from guidance from me and access to exclusive video lessons and much more. Sign up to get started right now for free. I'll have a link in the description. We have an exciting night tonight. It's going to be Inertia's first socialization experience with other puppies, so we're gonna do a puppy class tonight. It's been a long time since I've done a puppy class, so I can't wait. We've arrived here at Inertia's first puppy class. Hopefully it'll go well. You know, I always recommend that people get to these classes extra early, so you allow your dog time to acclimate and get used to the environment and the smells and all that good stuff. You'll recall when your dog is in a new environment, they won't always take treats. Let's see if she'll take this treat right here. Yeah. See, she's a little reluctant to take treats that she normally does, but that's, again, because the environment's so different and overwhelming. When I train a dog, I like to just get right on the ground here. While we're waiting for other dogs to get here, I'm doing some basic conditioning since she's now more comfortable taking treats. Again, just trying to equate these wonderful treats with this brand new environment. I want her to think new places are fun. She gets fun stuff. In general, I'm discouraging on-leash greetings because the leash can interfere in many ways with proper puppy socialization. But I figured I'd bend the rules a little and let Inertia have a brief meeting with Luca. Okay, and I'll discourage after this just so, because I know his leashes are about to get tangled up, but. Come here. Good job, Inertia. Yes. Good girl. See if I can get her voluntarily over here. Come on, let's go. Oops, nope, too excited, that's all right. Good job, that was awesome. You did so well, and so did you, Luca. You're so good, I'm gonna pet you. Socialization is important to show dogs good manners and reduce the likelihood of having issues with other dogs later in life. We're gonna take them off leash now. We're gonna let the dogs go check each other out. Inertia's just kind of still checking it out over here. Just kind of watching everyone. It's really important to just let them do this on their own terms at this age. If they want to back away and hang out, that's fine for right now. Give her time to take it all in. If a puppy tries to escape, for example by hiding under a chair or a table, let them take their time and return to the play group on their terms. She's getting curious. Look at her, there she goes. She's a little shy there, but she's warming up. You can see Inertia's the kind of dog who's pretty reserved around other dogs so far. We'll see how that shapes up. I think it's all a healthy skepticism if you ask me though. I suppose it's also worth noting that she's the youngest dog in the class at 9.5 weeks. So I would expect to see her get more and more comfortable, but that doesn't always happen. We'll just have to see. How is it? You see the puppy? That's a puppy dog. See all these puppies? They want to play with you. Nice job. Good. Looks like she's thinking about getting playful. Very healthy greeting right there. Yeah. Nice job. That was a wonderful experience. Yep. She's reciprocating over here, saying hi back in her own way. And so you could see she got nervous for a moment there, but she's come out and she's kind of off and on. She's thinking about it, and there she doesn't quite know how to play yet. She really loves Luca. Although it's good to find puppies of a similar size and age to play with your dog, finding puppies with a similar play style is most important. You'll know your puppy has found a great playmate when they both look like they're having an equal amount of fun while playing. During playtime, you should keep an eye on the puppies and make sure that one of them isn't consistently ending up being the one at the bottom of the puppy pile. Oh, there's some roughhousing.
Getting crazy now, huh?
That's a little too rough. You're getting a little too rough there. So if you find that play sessions are getting a little bit too intense, just break up the play session and give them a short break before a more serious conflict happens. With her being so extra nippy right now, I want to keep everything going smoothly. Teach her those good manners. If you are doing a puppy class like this or some other type of puppy socialization, mix things up between the different dogs. Encourage them to play with other dogs in the group. Keep an eye on your puppy, and if they start to seem tired or a little irritable, give them some rest. In other words, you don't want your puppy to get to the point where they're so irritated because they've been playing so much that they start snapping at other puppies. Puppy class is obviously great for giving your dog experience interacting with other puppies, but it's also a great opportunity to teach your dog how to shift their mindset from playing to training and focusing on you or settling down when you need them to. Week 1 of puppy class was a blast. Inertia started off pretty nervous, but she came around. If you want to know more about socializing your puppy or your older dog, get both of my books. I'll have links in the description below. The 4th of July is tomorrow, and I found a fireworks display going on tonight. So I'm going to try to gently introduce Inertia to fireworks. So you might be able to hear in the background, there's some fireworks going on right now. Inertia's over here in her crate. I'm doing some desensitizing with her to fireworks. So far she's doing pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and take her out of the crate, but they started earlier than we thought. She is immediately nervous of the fireworks. She's not very accepting of them. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. I'm getting her used to the sound from a vast distance over here. I'm just gonna pick her up, see if she'll take the treats. Yes, she's licking on them a little bit. What that? She's not pulling away, still not taking treats. That's my cue to go very low key right here. I wouldn't want to push her into it, but you can imagine if we just decided to bring her to a fireworks show, like full on, she would likely be stressing out a lot more right now. If she wants to get down off my lap, I'll let her. Let me see what happens if I do that. If she comes back up. What happens? It seems like she feels safe right here, fine with me. Let's see what happens if I put her here. What is that? You want to stay here? Okay. Let her check it out. So she's a lot more comfortable here. So bottom line right here, her first exposure to fireworks, and I'd say it's guarded. She's not totally freaking out, but she's also not like, hey, that's fine. That's why we want to be sensitive and be proactive about exposing our dogs to new things like fireworks. Be prepared to snap into one of these training sessions and just give them reassurance. Now, as you can see, she's come off my lap. Seeming a little bit braver now. Let's see if she takes a treat. You want this? Nope, still not interested in treats. Again, that's a sign that she's, well, either full or probably a little bit anxious. Good job. Yes, good job. The fireworks display has just concluded, and, well, would you know it? She's taking treats again. That was a great rehearsal. And now it's the actual 4th of July. Our friend and photographer Rachel is here to take some 4th of July pictures. We're doing a photo shoot right now, and we've got fireworks going off in the background just little by little because it is early in the evening on the 4th of July. So I'm also going to be doing some of this conditioning as the fireworks go off in the background to reduce the likelihood that she'll be nervous of the fireworks. Of course, right now she could not care less about the fireworks or the photo shoot, and she's more interested in the grass. Welcome to practical puppy raising. So it's getting darker, and I know she had her trial run yesterday on July 3rd. They do some fireworks in the general area, but we live right here on the lake, so this is kind of the destination where people come to shoot off fireworks. One of the things that you have to contend with if you have a dog. Yes, good girl. See her reacting there? Very healthy. Will she take the hot dog? Yes, she will. Very good. I'm totally fine with her noticing the fireworks clearly, and this is all real nice. Good job, girl. Lots of different sounds and smells happening in a situation like this, and if you have the ability to preempt your dog's fear like this, and you know that predictable events like the 4th of July or New Year's are coming around, well, you know, be prepared to do a conditioning session like this. Now, let's say she was really, really scared. Protocol in that case would be to be inside. In fact, it might even be a good idea to start inside so that she can hear the fireworks a bit more faintly, and then you can simply acknowledge the calm behavior. Now, if your dog already had a fear, you would want to capture small moments of calmness and not bring them out in this situation just yet. Good job. Fireworks are starting to go off around the neighborhood, so I'm going to pop the drone up in the air and see how things are looking. The fireworks are almost in full bloom right now, and we're having a few that are going off really close out here. I'm just letting her nibble on this treat right now, keeping an eye on the drone shots above. Yes, when she notices the fireworks and reacts that way, I'm just clicking and giving her a reward. Some neighbors setting them off real close, so I'm kind of trying to hope to get a... Yes. Ooh, those were real close by right there. And again, really doing well. Good job. Yes. And so you can actually condition your dog to associate fireworks with something really good. That is the hypothesis here. Yes, look at that. Good work. Yeah. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that one was scary. There you go, you want that? Oh, she's still taking treats. So clearly, I mean, that would startle me right there, but she's doing a great job. Good. I'm gonna go into a down. Good. Let's see if we can get her doing a few of her tricks here. Okay, I'll take a sit. Good job. Will you give me a down? Perfect. Ooh, good job. Nice job. Good work. Nothing to it. See? And again, nothing, no harm in her acknowledging it. What's that? Good work. So that one, you know, there was a real test right there. And so now she's kind of refusing, just momentarily refusing the treat, which would indicate a little bit of anxiety. She's getting a little frantic. So right now she's showing a bit of anxiety, being a bit more nervous. So I'll go ahead and give her some space. We'll go back inside now. So now that we're back inside, you can see she's a lot more at ease. She feels safer in here. That's the thing with dogs. You just have to see where their level of tolerance is. Since we found her limit, I think it's a good idea to bring her back in and let her recover a bit.
After a few minutes, she seemed to really bounce back. So let's go on the patio, which is still close to an area where she seems to feel safe, and see how she does.
Yes, good job. Very good. Here you go. Come on. Yes. Here you go. You want to stay right here? Let's stay right here. Come here. All right. Yes, good work. It's a fine line between just going back inside and forgetting it and giving her this opportunity to have some desensitizing as well as some conditioning. Good job. Come here. You want to come here? Because ultimately my goal is to let her know she can feel safe with me and she can trust me. And even when things make her uneasy, I'd like her to be able to work through those things, assuming she's at that point. Good job. Isn't that neat? What is that? So interesting. There, she's looking a little curious. So all in all, I'd say it was a pretty good training session.
Inertia and I have been working on the basics for the last few days. I think it's about time to train Inertia some more tricks.
Inertia is 10 weeks old today, and I have gotten really used to having untied shoelaces full time, so that's kind of cool. But we are starting to get better and better communication every single day. I want to teach her how to crawl. I'm just going to start by luring her and seeing what happens. Right there. Oh, I love it. If you're new to my channel, the click here just means good dog. I like that. You get a treat. That's all it means. I have more videos on my channel explaining it if you need more info. All I'm looking for here is for her to move her paws in just the faintest way. Very good. Yes, crawl. That's good. And as a reminder, I'm using the clicker and the word yes kind of interchangeably. Crawl. Yes. You can see her going into the play dead as if to say, does that work? I'm just gonna ignore that for now and really focus on the crawl. Yes, good job. We just focus on you. Yes, good. Yes. These freeze-dried treats are very effective too. It would be cool to get from maybe this end of the rug to that end of the rug in, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 clicks. I don't even know if we can get to that end of the rug. We're just gonna find out. Okay, sit. Yes, very good. Down. That's okay. You can see she's like, come on, what do we gotta do here? Sit. Yes, good. Looking for any reason right now to make that clicker go off to keep her optimistic. Yes. There you go. And, oops, okay. I had the lure too far away there. Yes. See, I'm keeping the lure pretty close. Crawl, yes. And if she comes up, I'm just gonna reset her and do it down, yes. And start over. I'm not too worried. Oops, okay, back here. Sit, down. Sit. Yes, very good. Good job.
I'm letting Inertia get a small nibble of meat every time I click as I feed it through my fingers.
So that's looking pretty good for the beginning of crawl. Yes, crawl. You're doing great. Yes, that's wonderful. You're getting real close here just to really communicate with her. So I don't know how many times I've clicked, but It was a few. See? I'm gonna definitely click that decision to stay down. Yes, good girl. Okay. Letting her know the crawl is done. Nice job. Give her a big giant reward there. That's the beginning of crawl. We'll see if that trick sticks, if I continue to teach it, I don't know. One thing you find when you're teaching your dog a lot of tricks, some tricks they're going to enjoy, some tricks they're just like, I don't really enjoy doing that. And if I can't make a dog enjoy it, then, I might not pursue that trick. But so far, she looks like she's enjoying crawl. We'll see how it develops. And speaking of random tricks that they might enjoy, I've noticed that she tends to bite her tail a lot. Like I can play with her tail and she'll bite it. I have never ever taught a dog to get their tail on cue, and I'm seeing enormous potential with that. I'm just gonna wiggle her tail over here. Just gonna give her a second. She just kind of looked like she was going towards her tail. That's why I clicked. So you don't want to insist on perfection with something new. See if I can encourage her to stay in the down. Cue, play dead. This is a big issue you'll have when you're teaching your dog new things. They'll do the tricks that they feel more confident with, and I'll reward those intermittently just to keep things going, especially when I'm teaching something new. In Inertia's case, we've been working a lot on play dead, so she's more confident with that one. Good job, I love it, I love it. So you kind of have to pick and choose and use your own judgments as to when to reward the initiative versus ignoring something because you want to focus on the new task at hand. So any motion she makes towards her tail right now, I'm gonna go ahead and click. Yes, get your tail. Okay, you don't have to keep chomping on it. Bite your tail, good job. So off to a good start there. That was just a couple of minutes working on this. It's always worth mentioning, the main reason I teach tricks isn't because they're cute and fun, though they are. The main reason I teach tricks is because it really is a wonderful, fun way to build intricate, amazing communication with your dog, and that's what I'm hoping to do with Inertia. I want to be able to communicate with her on a very deep, intricate level moving forward, so tricks really help you refine that communication. It's super hot here in the south, and I would love to have a way for Inertia to cool off, so I wanted to introduce her to this idea of getting in a kiddie pool. Producer Bree is bringing Inertia's new toy in here, and Inertia is already instantly cautiously looking at it. When your dog is nervous like this, especially with a puppy or any dog, give them the option to have somewhere to go. Don't just try to shove it down their throat. I'm gonna introduce this pool over here to Inertia. Just empty it first. Let's see what she does. Hey, Inertia, what's this? I'm gonna move it a little bit. I'm gonna click her for just looking at it. Here you go. And now that we're establishing a history here, she should learn that when there's a clicker and treats present, it might be good news for her to investigate this. Hey, what's this? I'll put a little treat in there just to see what happens. I'm clicking and dispensing treats. Yes! Nothing like treats to incentivize your dog to investigate something new. This is gonna be a good example of rate of reinforcement right here. So I'm gonna dramatically up the rate at which I reward right now because I know she's kind of on pins and needles. She's like, this thing is new. I'm a little unsure about it. I'm gonna make it rain treats right now to let her know she's on the right track. Good. Now I'm gonna encourage her to get out of the kiddie pool here. See if she does. Inertia, come. Yes, good job. At this point in her training, I'm still giving very generous rewards almost every time that she comes to me, like extra generous, above and beyond, because come when called is such an important skill. Yes, there's some initiative. That was a good example of just taking it slow to introduce something new. It might be very tempting to just grab your dog and put him in the pool, but that's likely to throw off many, many dogs out there, so be patient. Patience is one of the most important things you have to remember when teaching a dog. Look at her frame of mind now just compared to a moment ago. While this is in part introducing your dog to something new like a kid's pool, you're also building that trust between one another. This experience tells her, okay, when I'm uncertain in the future, maybe I can trust you to walk me through it. Let's see what she thinks about the ball in the pool. Ooh, maybe we're onto something. This is done in the spirit of getting her playing in the presence of something new, something that just a moment ago she was quite nervous of. Get it. Yeah. Yes, and that time it even moved, and she handled that really brave. Look, now she's just like all about it. I'm moving it around and everything. Yes. Well, that went so well inside. Let's just give her the opportunity to explore it outside and see if that makes a difference. We've also put a little bit of water in it this time. Good. She's like, that's the largest bowl of water I've ever seen. Oh, interesting. Not so interested in the treat immediately. It might take her a second. Let's see what happens if we show her the ball. Wonder what will happen if I just toss a treat in there. See if she decides to go it. Yes, good girl. Here you go. You want that? That was good. Sometimes I'm clicking and throwing a treat in the pool. Sometimes I'm clicking and treating her. But right now, I just want her to know that every time the click goes off, a treat is getting dispensed in her vicinity. It's a little bit of an unconventional way, yes, to use a clicker. She doesn't seem to mind that the treats are soaking wet. Yes. Here you go. Very cool. You're doing great, Inertia. I wonder if we can fill it up a little bit more. I obviously have to fill the pool up a little bit more with this hose, but if you've ever just turned on a hose around a dog, well, it can go one of a couple of ways. Either they just love it and start snatching the water out of the air, or they just get totally freaked out. So I'm gonna be pretty methodical about the way I introduce a hose. So far, she hasn't noticed it. There she just did. Yes. Notice the higher rate of reinforcement here because she's a bit guarded, so I'm just clicking, letting her know. Clicker and treats come out when this thing is out. I kind of like that she's being inquisitive about it. Yes. Just fill it up a little bit here. So I'm turning it on a bit more here, and she's doing great. Yes. All right, that's probably good. Inertia, what's this? What's this? Yes, good girl. Taking off her leash now just because it's getting in my way. She seems pretty stable as long as I've got the treats out. Let me see something. Let me see if I do this over here. Yes, good girl. Getting her comfortable with the hose would be a big plus. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oop, sorry. Okay, see, that's why you want to go carefully. Here you go, good. I'd say Inertia's done fantastic with her first introduction to the pool. I was able to get her all the way wet, and she's nice and calm. She got a mini bath, so I'm very pleased with that. Good job, girl.
Follow us on Instagram to keep up with Inertia every day and learn how to train your dog. Sign up for my 30-day Perfect Pup digital dog training course. Subscribe and click the bell to watch how I teach Inertia everything. In our next episode, we'll continue showing Inertia the world. We'll see you in the next episode.